Hi, Mulibwanji, Sawubona. Have you ever met someone? I'm talking about a total stranger. Then you start talking, then you just get connected. Today, I'm going to share with you my story on how I moved to South Africa. I didn't know anything about South Africa. I didn't even thought I would move to South Africa, but a stranger brought me here. Before I go ahead with my story, let me put a disclaimer. I'm not an English speaker. I'm still learning to speak English. English is like my fourth language, so you can maybe see or notice that some phrases and also my grammar is bad. But don't worry, let's just enjoy the video. Alright, so what happened was, when I was back home in Malawi, we had a neighbor. Our neighbor married to a South African lady. That's the lady that brought me here. We just started talking and we connected. And I started like telling her my stories, and she was also sharing her stories. By then, the time I was in Malawi, I was in an abusive relationship. Not physically, but mentally and verbally. But I tried to move out of the relationship, come out of the relationship, but whatever plan that I was doing, it was not working. I tried to move to another city, but this guy used to follow me wherever I go. So that's when this lovely friend of mine, the South African lady, sorry, I'm not gonna mention her name, but she's the one who just brought up an idea that because she was planning to come to visit her family here in South Africa, so she just asked me to process my passport so that when she's coming here, I can just come with her, which was a good plan. That plan worked. So what we did, I just go to the immigration officer and start processing the passport. It was actually two passports. It was one for me and one for my son. The passport didn't take long. It just took like 24 hours. Then the next 4 days, we were just like packing and preparing for the trip. So that's when we moved here in South Africa. When we landed here, my friend took me to her mother's house. That's where we used to stay. We lived there for like 2 weeks. That's when I sat down with the mother. She's such a lovely woman, I should say. She is just like my mother. She took me in, and me and my son, and she looked after us. So after 2 weeks, I sat down with the mother, and I just told her that, you know what, I think it's time for me to look for a job, because my son had also to go to school. We had to look for a school for my son so that at least he can't just stay at home. So as we were talking, we just heard someone was knocking on the door. So I had to go and open the door. When I opened the door, the lady came in, and it was Miss Tambeka's friend. Miss Tambeka was my second mother, the lady who was looking after me. So Miss Tambeka introduced me to this lady, and the lady happened to be Sister Tambeka's friend, and she used to work for this other private school. So Sister Tambeka started explaining to the lady what the conversation that we had. So the lady was just asking me, what type of job are you looking for? But at that time I needed income. So I didn't have a choice, or I could not pick up a job. I just said to her that, you know what, whatever job that I can get, as long as it's bringing me income, I'll take it. So the lady told me that, okay, because I'm just asking, because I work at the school, and sometimes you just meet these parents who are who happen to they are looking for someone to work for them. So I'm just gonna ask around and see if maybe we can get something. Yeah, so she left, and the next morning she just called me. She said, there's this other lady who is looking for a helper. So if you are interested, here's the number. You can text the lady. So that's how I found my first job. But it was not like a permanent job. I had to work there for 2 months. So after the 2 months of working there, yeah, I had to leave. So that was how I moved here in South Africa to begin with. But it's a long story. I'll come up with another video. So don't forget to like the video, leave the comment, and also subscribe so that whenever I post a video, you will be notified. I always go back to Malawi. Each and every year I visit Malawi like twice a year. Yeah, it's only that this year with everything that is going on in the world, it's just like difficult like to travel up and down. But yeah, that is the story, guys. So I'll see you in another video. As I said before, don't forget to comment in the comment box, and also please subscribe. Bye.